We're recording.
We're going. Blues for Bartenders. Next time you're in a bar and looking for someone to toast, let's not forget a friend who deserves it the most. Bartender listens to our problems, deals with our weird trips, tries to make a living depending on our tips. You know it's so hard to be a bartender. It's so hard to be a bartender. Get hip to the tip. The bartenders got the blues. Man walks into a bar and says, I'll have a beer. And how about another for my alligator here? Bartender starts to run. The man says, don't be upset. My gator's tame. Why, he's the sweetest little pet. My gator would never hurt me, no matter what I do. Man unzips his pants and says, I'll prove it to you. He opens the gator's mouth, places his personal private in, slaps the gator on the head, but all the gator did was grin. Would anyone else like to try this? The inserted man said. Little voice in the corner said, I will, but please don't hit me on the head. You know it's so hard to be a bartender. It's so hard to be a bartender. Real life is weirder than these stories. The bartenders got the blues. Man walks into a bar and says, we'll have some wine. By we, I mean me and this special frog of mine. Lady bartender says, no animals, and I'll bet your frog's too young. Man says, this is a special frog, pleases women with his tongue. Well, now this caught the bartender's interest. She said, this I've got to see. I'd like to see Mr. Froggy do his special trick to me. She hiked up her skirt, cocked her leg up on the bar. Man put his frog in the right place, not too close, but not too far. All a frog did was sit and say ribbit, and they waited 5 or 10. Man cussed out the stupid frog and said, let me show you again. You know it's so hard to be a bartender. It's so hard to be a bartender. Pour one for yourself. The bartenders got the blues. Walks into a bar, bartender asks, why the long face? Hamburger orders a shot, was told we don't serve food in this place. Proctologist tells the bartender, your job's much harder than mine. Proctologist only has to deal with one at a time. You know it's so hard to be a bartender. It's so hard to be a bartender. Get hip to the tip, the bartenders got the blues. It's so hard to be a bartender. It's so hard to be a bartender. Get hip to the tip, the bartenders got the blues.